Remember, the BJP in Karnataka has been hitting out at Siddaramaiah government as well and has been saying that the government is to be blamed for its appeasement policies. Now, Dinesh Gundu Rao, the Karnataka minister, has hit back at the BJP, and also Shobha Karandlaje's remarks says the BJP only looks at giving a political color to these kind of incidents. Listen in.
See, terror done by anybody is wrong, and we are out to catch the culprits. Even in West Bengal, I think the local police have also assisted the NIA in catching those culprits. Wherever it is there, I don't think we should have politics over this. This has got nothing to do with any political party. No political party will support terrorists, right? But we should not start claiming each time that something happens that they are responsible or I am responsible, they are responsible. Here the main thing is to come out of this and to see that how we can fight this and how we can catch the culprits. That is the main thing. We want to give it up because for BJP, this is the only angle they look at to give political color to all this. So this is just pure politics that they're playing out because they're desperate, because they're losing the election. So they want to bring it back to this communal politics. That they want to make that as the central issue.
Well, the opposition, Imran, continues to maintain, or rather, is trying to emphasize that this could be pure coincidence, that the blast took place in Karnataka, the arrests have taken place in West Bengal, and it is given the cooperation by the West Bengal police that these arrests were successful today. That's what is being said by the TMC in West Bengal. The BJP says it's the Congress in Karnataka, the TMC in West Bengal, and it's appeasement politics that needs to be squarely blamed for this kind of a shield being given to radical elements in both the states.
Well, that's BJP's charge there, led by Amit Malviya, is claiming that both in Karnataka and in West Bengal, terrorists are being given safe haven. And in fact, even BJP Karnataka too tweeted out after Amit Malviya that sons of Tipu are ruling the government there, and they are made Karnataka into a terror hub, and they are given protection to the terror modules like ISIS in the state. Now, both BJP and I beg your pardon, TMC and Congress has hit back at BJP, saying that the agencies, especially the police, have taken swift action against the accused. And in fact, West Bengal police even tagging Amit Malviya tweeted saying that these are false. In fact, their role in this investigation have been recognized by the investigation agency NIA. And in fact, this is nothing but false rumors being spread by Amit Malviya. And TMC also hit back at Amit Malviya, saying they are politicizing and in fact polarizing the issue. And in fact, they should rather look at the place where these accused have been arrested, which is a stronghold of BJP. Meanwhile, the Shobha Karandlaje, the former union minister, who's an MP candidate also from Bangalore North, hit back at the Congress, saying that especially the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, is because of his appeasement politics that terror has taken roots in Karnataka.
Okay, all right. So it's, a lot of political reactions flying thick and fast, allegations being leveled against one another. But what's interesting amidst all of this is that on 1st of March is when the blast took place. NIA stepped in quickly 3 days into the blast, Imran, and the arrests have taken place in West Bengal, which also means both the Congress and TMC have a certain answering to do for sure.
Well, yes, indeed, and their answer is that they have done impartial investigations, and they left the matter to the state police to take action as per deemed fit. And in fact, they claim that, in fact, West Bengal police tweeted also that they have cooperated with the investigation agencies, and also their role has also been appreciated. Within 2 hours of the accused being moving there, they have managed to arrest the main accused in the Rameshwaram blast case. But this argument is not being bought by the BJP, which accusing both the state governments being going soft on terror modules and terror taking root in their states, and they blame squarely on the policies.
Well, terrorism, Naxalism, corruption are some issues that the BJP has been raising time and again against some of these opposition parties. Imran, stay on with us. But here's how the opposition has decided to rebut to all of these allegations. An interesting reaction coming in from the Congress party that has instead attacked the BJP, saying that earlier they'd leveled allegations against certain opposition leaders who are now part of the BJP as well. And here's where the washing machine charge once again comes in from the Congress party. Listen in.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए जो भी विपक्ष का राज्य होगा वो उनके लिए खराब ही है। जितने आरोप मढ़ सकते हैं आतंकवाद के, नक्सलवाद के, भ्रष्टाचार के, वो सारे के सारे उनको सिर्फ वहीं दिखते हैं जहां उनसे विपक्ष की सरकार होगी। उसी बंगाल से शुभेंदु अधिकारी आज भाजपा के नेता हैं। हेमंता विश्व शर्मा के खिलाफ कितने बड़े बड़े आरोप लगाए थे, अजीत पवार के खिलाफ कितने बड़े आरोप लगाए थे, हसन मुशर्रफ के खिलाफ कितने बड़े आरोप लगाए थे, रेड्डी बंधुओं के खिलाफ कितने बड़े आरोप लगाए थे। ये सारे आज शोभा बढ़ा रहे हैं। प्रधानमंत्री के अगल बगल बैठते हैं कुर्सियों पर और प्रधानमंत्री जी उनकी तरफ मुस्कुरा के देखते हैं। चूंकि वो भाजपा की वॉशिंग मशीन से धुल के कमल छाप साबुन से नहा करके एकदम चमक रहे हैं।